Okay, so we are live. Let's wait for a few minutes. Let's open a device. Okay, okay, let's start. So today we are going to. So as you know that the Indian squad for the T20 has been announced. So we are going to discuss on that. Some big names have returned back, and the second thing I want to discuss is that the former players pointing fingers at our current superstars. Be it Virat Kohli, be it our current Indian coach Gautam Gambhir, and I just want to discuss that when times are good, then why don't you give these topics? Like when time is bad, then only why you try to point fingers, especially our former players. They try to remain in media or like they try to stay relevant. I don't know that, but why this issue is still coming? So So we are going to discuss about that, and this is the high time to discuss and criticize those because it's high time because now since currently not much cricket is going on, so I think the right time to discuss, and and we as a channel never have discussed it before, but I think this is the right time to discuss it and just analyze it. What's their point of view? What they are doing currently? So yeah. So, and guys, I hope you had a wonderful New Year, and I wish all of you from our channel of Cricket Bits a very happy and a wonderful and a prosperous New Year. Though it's a bit late, but still, yeah, this is the I think the first live we are coming in 2025. So. Uh, I think it's the best time, and we hope that this journey with you all remain for a long time, and we can discuss more about it. And yeah, and let's gain more love from you all, and we can go forward. So, and as usual, your comments and your suggestions are always part of the video. So, if you have any comments or any suggestions, please let us know, and your questions will be taken care of, and uh, any feedback which is helpful to us, it will be always welcomed and always appreciated, and we will continue to improve on that. So let's come first on the Indian T20 squad analysis, and then we can discuss about the former players. So, and I'm just controlling myself because it's like in and day out. Some former players come and try to take tell some I don't want to use that word, but some nonsense against our legends. Yes, some of their form is not uh, correct now, but there are legends, and you cannot point fingers at them every time. And this and our former players have to understand that thing very carefully. So BCCI. So first, let's coming to the T20 squad analysis. So the BCCI has announced that the T20 squad, and will dash it one by one. The players. So Surya Kumar Yadav is the captain. Sanju Samson is the wicket keeper. Uh, Abhishek Sharma, as usual, has returned his place after a wonderful performance in South Africa. Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma, they performed really well. Tilak Verma, after that back-to-back hundreds in South Africa, uh, it is not a no-brainer that he will be in the squad. And I think that after Virat Kohli, the player for that number three spot can be Tilak Verma if he continues to perform well continuously. Uh, Hardik Pandya, no-brainer. I was just seeing. So the vice captain is not announced. So Rinku Singh, another no-brainer. Nitish Kumar Reddy. I think he was part of the Bangladesh series. So That's a good inclusion. So it's a lot of promising youngsters I could see. Akshay Patel, vice captain. This is another no-brainer. The performer of the World T20 World Cup final, and the only thing I got confused is that Akshay Patel is the vice captain. I remember last time Hardik Pandya was the vice captain, so this is I'm not sure that why he is made as the captain. I have to look more on that. Harshit Rana, a good prospect for the KKR, and I think a good move. Arshdeep Singh is a nice move. Mohammad Shami. So all the speculations that whether he will return for the Champions Trophy, whether he is match fit or not, has been removed, and he is now back. And we wish him all the best for the from our channel, the Cricket Blitz, to perform well in the T20 series, and we hope he will perform well in the ODI series to come. And if Shami is fit, then he is the number one bowler for us. The not number one, but one of the best bowlers along with Bumrah for the Champions Trophy. Considering the way he performed last time in the World Cup, which India played, and Varun Chakraborty, another no surprise because of the kind of the way he performed in the recent series against T20 and in T20s and Bangladesh and South Africa. Ravi Bishnoi, another no-brainer. Washington Sundar, a good choice, I would say, considering his ability to bowl economical overs, and he can be a good prospect with the bat also, and along with Dhruv Jural, the interesting prospect. So this team looks very good and very balanced if we talk from the T20 point of T20 perspective. So this team looks very good, and Mohammad Shami's inclusion is one of the is looking very promising if we consider Champions Trophy in the long run. And so yeah, so let's see if you have any. So is Shami selected in T20s only to check his fitness because anyways he doesn't have any feature in T20. Ah so yes, because I think we have an Asia Cup. I think this year maybe in 2025 and 2026 T20 World Cup. So uh, I don't know if it's rated because just to check his fitness or not. But I think if Shami is fit, he may be given a role in the T20 World Cup. But currently the way that's also a question because currently the way Ashdeep and Bumrah have performed, so that remains to be seen. Yes, I think you're correct. I think mostly to check how his fitness is and all. But I think it's a good move. But I think the more if we will see him in the ODI cricket, the ODI series, then we will get a more clear picture that how his bowling is. Because you see, bowling 4 overs and bowling 10 overs are completely different things. So if you are bowling well in 4 overs, doesn't mean that uh, you can you can bowl well in the 10 overs. Justice for Rapa. So Tulla Mana Sardar. So can you just clarify that what is Rapa? I'm not sure about that. Rajat Patidar, of course, of course. You see, Rajat Patidar, I mean, I just wondered that what this guy has also done wrong, like not to be kept in the Indian side. If you remember, uh, the if I come back from the last year, because last year onwards he made his debut against South Africa ODI series. He played only one match, scored well, for the 22 runs he scored. He looked brilliant. Okay, and then he got out, and but that for 22 runs, 16 balls, 22 runs, he looked brilliant. And then he was never again given a chance in the ODI format. Then for the T20 squad, he was never he was never given a chance. The way he played for RCB in the IPL, the kind of hitting ability he has against the spinners, he was never given a chance. And in Test series, he just played. He was given just 3 to 4 matches, and then he was dropped. So I don't. Yes, but I from if you talk to me about the personally, I think he's one of the best players to judge lengths very quickly against fast bowlers, and he could have been more crucial for us if we talk about the T20 2026 World Cup. I think Tilak Verma, no doubt he has performed, but I think at number three, if somebody if one of the players who could take that position, the role of Virat Kohli, it could have been Rajat Patidar. I believe. I strongly believe on that. So Shami is a good bowler in T20s. I would choose him in the T20 11 over Siraj any day. So absolutely, I think currently the way Siraj is bowling, his wavered liner length, I think he's going for a lot of runs, and I think his last performance in the IPL was also um, not not that up to the mark to be selected. So absolutely yes, I think Nuvasi, you're absolutely correct that I will take uh, Shami anytime. And also, if you remember the T20 World Cup, also he played only the I think the Pakistan match. If we talk about the group stages, obviously the pitches later on in the quarter final, in the Super 8 and semi final were more spin friendly, so you needed to play more spinners. I guess he performed well in the Pakistan match, but uh, don't remember. I think did he play the Ireland match? I think he played some of the matches in the group stages. I think Saptarshi is that he can clarify more. So he played the matches in the group stage, but I think the Super 8 and onwards, I think it was up to the spinners. Yes, so he's played all the group stage matches. So, but I believe that on when the pressure some pressure comes and the pressure expectations comes, he has not yet been able to deliver. Apart from the Border Gavaskar trophies, uh, that I think that's the major concern for me. And what's the issue with him is that he looks to try a lot of things instead of being I think bowling in one length, which is sometimes goes for a lot of runs. In the current test match also you see that when the pitch was offering a lot, he was not this is coming from test match perspective, but still the same thing that the pitch was offering a lot. He just needed to bowl in that right line and length, but he was just bowling, giving 5 runs in wides, giving over the top bouncers. So in 6 different balls, he was trying 6 different moves, which you cannot try. Uh, that is from a test play point of view. From T20, I'm not sure, yeah, you're correct. I will not go with Mohammad Siraj currently, considering his form. So yes, Bumrah is there, Arshdeep is there, and considering the next World Cup also to be held in India in some continent conditions. So I don't think, and with Hardik Pandya doing his role perfectly, I don't think that Siraj will be given a chance. Tula Banasarda has a comment that, but why should Sami selected for T20? I think he should take rest and only focus in ODI. Tula, since the Champions Trophy, I think 1 month left only. It's about 1 month left, so you need some match fitness. You cannot just play 3 matches and then come to Champions Trophy to play, and and then you need some match practice. And I think this 3 match T20 series would be a perfect place for them to to regain his match fitness, because see, practice is one thing, but once you be in the ground the longer period of time, then you can regain your match fitness. Because if you remember last time he played, it was the World Cup final at Ahmedabad. 1 year has gone, so he needs some matches, some international exposure against top batsmen like. And I believe playing against top batsmen like Butler and some brilliant T20 batters, he can, and dismissing them, taking the wickets will bring them the confidence that is needed. You see, so the confidence of taking wickets is very much crucial. Yeah, Satoshi Steve Smith played a wonderful innings today, and I think BBL he has always been good. The only issue comes when he plays for IPL, so that's why he's not selected. So yeah, Saptashi has Pallav Mushi has a comment that India should remove oldies like Kohli and Rohit. So That's I think a debate. Considering the form, you can tell, but I think that if you're talking about one day cricket, because currently India is out of the World Test Championship final, and I think these two are the men who has helped India numerous times and played lot of brilliant knocks in the ICC tournaments. And especially if we talk about Kohli, the last World Cup final knock he played after when India was 35 for 3 down, you cannot count these players down. So I think Rohit Sharma and Kohli will be part of the side, and I think this is a different format, and maybe this will help them regain their form and back to test when which they once used to be a great force to reckon with. So I'm coming to a question, Pallav Munshi. So Anubhav sees some KKR fans tell him that Shami is actually 40-year-old man. They found his driving license as a proof. So see in India, age gaps. In Pakistan, usually age gaps used to happen, but in India, and if you look at the age of Iftikhar Ahmed, he never looks like a 32-year. He's older than Virat Kohli. Can you imagine? But by his looks, but as a platform, we cannot discuss those things. So if it's that, then the issue, the fault is of BCCI that why didn't they check his age properly? So though Rohit has more runs on average in ODIs than Puro Maham Kohli. So absolutely, I think. But India played only 3 ODIs, yeah. So you have to give them a more what to say time frame. And yeah, a 3 match series is a not a good sample space to decide that whether uh, whose average is better at home. So according to you, who is a better captain, Rohit or Kohli? And let me end this debate. According to me, Rohit is a better white ball captain because white ball captain for obvious reasons he has won us the T20 World Cup, he has won us the Asia Cup. But in tests, I think Virat Kohli is far better, far better. If you, he see when Dhoni retired in 2014, India was at number 7 position, and then he took India from number 7 position to number 1. He won us several test matches. He made us believe that we can win outside as an overseas. He made us win. We cannot win the series in South Africa, but he made us win in made give us a belief that we could win in South Africa. He under any circumstances he he made us win in Australia. Now we don't let's not bring the topic that Smith and Warner was not there. They were out because of some not because of injuries or something. They were out because of some sandpaper thing which they did, and it's totally not acceptable. So they did a wrong thing. That's why they were out. And the bowlers were all same. So we won against them. Pujara played a big role, but and under him, see when we used to go um, before 2000 to 2014 14s you see when we go used to go overseas the our Indian bowlers used to get hammered a lot, 500 runs, 650 for 3, 440 for 5. It was a common thing, but once Kohli came, you see the aggression of fast bowlers: Ishant Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, in fact Umesh Yadav, Bhuvneshwar Kumar for a short period of time. Everybody just rattled oppositions for fun, and obviously he has won the last England series also when he was the captain. We were 2-1. Then we lost when Bumrah was the captain against 2-2. So you cannot. So that he has good captaincy record overseas also. I think he is the fifth best overall in the number of the times India has won. I think in terms of percentage, fifth best. And who knows if he could have been captain for 3-4 more years, I think he could have broken all records. So. Uh, so just elaborating to your answer, I think Kohli is as a Test captain far better. Rohit Sharma is a better captain in one day and T20. पल्लव मुंशी कोहली तो पूरा T20 वर्ल्ड कप हरा ही रहा था अगर उधर अक्षर पटेल बुमराह ऑब्वियसली बट अगेन द सेम पॉइंट कि अगर कोहली 35 पर 3 में अगर टिका नहीं रहता 176 क्या बनता अक्षर पटेल कितना कर लेता? Since you have asked in Hindi, just I wanted to ask you that maybe yeah, you're right. He was entire just flopped the entire World Cup. But see, when the big stage come, when final came, when when the performance the when it mattered the most, because that time another wicket fell, it could have been four down. Then only Hardik Pandya was left, and I don't know remember the other batters. Hardik Pandya was there. Yeah, then Talenders Jadeja was there, and then Talenders Jadeja never, yeah, usually never plays well in T20. So Kohli staying at the crease was very vital. I think it was very vital for that point of time. Maybe if somebody will have another opinion, but I think if Kohli's 76 runs didn't come, then India could have never gone on to uh, get 176 runs, which was a part score in that pitch, I believe. It was a part score. You see, and if you remember, Klassen did wonderfully that day. Otherwise, it was not an easy at all an easy pitch to bat on. The ball was gripping a lot, but Klassen has this ability to hit against the spinners. And then Bumrah and Hardik Pandya turned the match over. But if you think the score was 150, India would have lost that match. So that's my analysis. Kohli to Dhoni has to play against strongest Australian team, while Kohli against a minor Australian team in Australia and fled to India after 36 for 0. Pallav Murshi also selected Saha over Pant. Yeah, but if you think under Kohli only, I think the Rishabh Pant got his debut beat in England in 2018. Uh, I think he selected Saha more for his keeping abilities that time, because Saha was in terms of keeping abilities that time Saha was a better keeper. But obviously India understood that overseas Saha was not good that as a batsman compared to Pant. So that's why in the second from that second test match onwards, Pant was recalled, and that time Pant was going through a lean period also. If you remember, he was not able to perform that well. So that's the reason also that Saha was given the chance. Yes, absolutely. That was a poor decision. But if you remember that time, Pant was not having the correct form. I think he didn't score even a 50 in the past. How many matches? I don't remember that. But he was not able to score well in those series. And I think Saha did well in the home series or what. So I think he was rewarded for his performances. So as simple as that. And but when but I also believe that Saha was never a good batter for India in overseas conditions. So I also wanted Pant, but maybe the team management thought differently. But yeah, but a Mino Australia team, this one I will not agree. if Because that was definitely not a Mino Australia team. The Australian birds were all there. Pat Cummins, Hazelwood, Stark. In that case, you can tell that the Mino Indian team beat Australia in Australia. Then that is also the case. If you are playing at home, in that case, if in 2024, Rohit Sharma, half the side were gone. Rohit Sharma beat England 4-1. So in home, you cannot give an excuse that our team is Bino if one two players are not there. I still and this is my strong perspective that Smith and Warner did something wrong. They were not, and Warner has after that never performed against India in Border Gavaskar Trophy. So leave Warner. And do you think Smith was a game changer in this series? Absolutely not. Had performed in some of the matches. In 2021 also, Smith didn't perform that well. He scored 100 in that Sydney test, but mostly he was inconsistent. So if two players are not playing and you're telling that because of those two players India won, so it's a wrong statement. And it was not a Bino team. Khwaja was there. All the top players were there. Only Smith and Warner was not there. So it's a wrong statement. That was not, definitely, in my view, that was not a Mino Australian team. And I'm talking about the Border Gavaskar Trophy 2021. Absolutely, the way then Rahane led the team was completely was top notch, and that's why also I always feel that after Kohli, if there is a wonderful test captain, it could have been Rahane, and Rahane could have been given the chance. Uh, that why I don't know for what reasons. Rohit Sharma was given the presidency and captaincy because Rahane, if you remember, Rahane was the captain that time. So, in my view, after Kohli, if anybody could have led Indian team wonderfully, and specifically after that Border Gavaskar Trophy win, it could have been Rahane. So, yeah, Satoshi, Route 50, Kane 50 in South Africa T20 and with 100 in BBL. So the fact is delivered. Now the question is when Kohli will come, right? Yeah, Rahane was dropped from his form and also since yeah, so that's the thing. Rahane was dropped from his form and since he's not having good PR machinery. So absolutely, because if you remember, I will not go that too long, but the World Test Championship final, Rahane played a wonderful innings of 89 in the first innings and then 46. And then only one series he played bad, where Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli played wonderfully well against the West Indies in that tour. I think Kohli scored 176 not out. Rohit Sharma scored in back-to-back hundreds, and with that series, Rahane couldn't capitalize well, and he was dropped. But the same point is that Shubman Gill also didn't perform that series. He has been given a long rope now. I would say long rope. I think in 17 innings, he is having an average of 14 or 15, but he's giving is being given a long rope, right? Then why Rahane was not given a long rope? I don't think if Rahane was the captain here in this Border Scout Trophy. Let me make a statement here. India would have never lost the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Beat India would have never lost. The kind of captaincy, just look at the way his captaincy has filled positions in those series, and look at the way Rohit Sharma captained. It was completely two different sides. So that's my perspective. And Pujara always, I think, if you talk just about the Bodekastu Trophy, Pujara has been the driving factor who will keep the wicket intact in one hand, who will keep the wickets intact in one hand. So Rohan has always contributed in big test wins, beat Lords 2014, MCG 2020. Obviously, and not just Lords. If you remember the Lords 2021, where Rahane and Pujara played well for that partnership. If you remember, that was also I would say a good partnership between Rane and Pujara when three wickets fell down for no runs and India needed to set a chase. I think Saptarshi could clarify more because he watches Indian matches regularly. So Saptarshi, you can just tell us that how many runs partnership that was. But I think that was a very vital partnership from the match point of view. So just let's wait for a minute. I just have a message. In the meantime, if you have any comments, please let us know. And thank you all for making this session so interactive in this point of time. It's very it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you all. So Anubhav C has a comment that I have always seen VK fans elude the fact that India was whitewashed in New Zealand. And that's also bad. That this fans culture that is also bad because they want to target something, be it Virat fans, Rohit fans, which I don't completely agree with that. Both are our legends. Both have done a lot for our country, and I think it's our responsibility as Indian fans. Um, we are a YouTube channel, cricket channel, but But if you talk about the Indian fans, I think the best time comes when we support them in their tough time, because we know that for certain that if they we support them in their tough time, they will perform because they have always performed for us. They will perform, and this Champions Trophy, this is what they need from us: their support instead of just wanting that. It was 100 plus. Absolutely. I remember that match. It was 100 plus. VK got out on 21. And like a 100 plus mark would got Pudji. Absolutely. And then then that Shami Bumrah partnership came, which changed the course of the innings. So it was a wonderful match. Those days, Test cricket at its ultimate peak. So if you have any more comments, we can discuss on that. Thank you all for the. It was an Independence Day for then it made more sense for India to win the test match. Match got over on 16th. Yeah. So we talk more from the the other updates. The Pakistan have announced the squad for the West Indies series, and the New Zealand I think is beaten Sri Lanka. So we have been joined by our next team member Ashish, and we wanted to know your views on the. We're discussing about the comments and the Indian T20 squad. So wanted to know your views.
Yeah, so yeah, so match got over. Yeah, so can you let us give me a moment? Let me check the playing line,
Sure,
list
sure.
selection people.
So in the meantime, those who are in the live, please comment if you have any questions. And yeah, I think if somebody can pin the if Saptashi or team, if anybody is there, they can also pin the team. I think it would be great in the comments.
Yep, I got it. So for T20, we have Sky, Sanju is there, Abhishek is there. Probably our top three is there. Then Tilak, Hardik, Rinku. Nitish, Aksar, Harshit, Arshdeep, Mohammad Sami, VC, Ravi Bisnoy, Washington, Dhruv Jurel. Okay. So, so most of the people that are there are definitely deserving and they are supposed to be there. One name that I'm missing here, which should have been here, is probably Kuldeep Yadav. But Ravi Bishnoi is playing ahead of Kuldeep Yadav, and Kuldeep Yadav didn't even play the Test series. Now from the T20 also he has been sidelined, so that is something which I don't know why Kuldeep has
Is
been
he
side.
is he injury or something else?
I have no information regarding his injury or anything. He is completely fit.
Okay,
So
then I think they're keeping him fit for the Champions Trophy maybe. So
uh, sorry, come again.
I think they're keeping him fit for the Champions Trophy most probably. Then
Maybe I don't know. Uh, Maybe I don't know, or they are not considering him in the scheme of things. I don't know. Anyways, Ravi Bishnoi is there, and uh, Harshit Rana is there definitely. Is there anyone that, apart from these people, that was supposed to be there? Like, Dhruv Jurel is there. Sanju can keep. Dhruv can keep. So these are our two keeping options. Uh, yeah, it's a pretty decent team. Mohammad Sami has made his comeback, so that is the thing to look out for. But who will be our leading the pace attack? Arshdeep will be there, Sami will be there, and Harshit will be there. So these three will be
Harshit is
leading our
there.
pace.
Hardik Pandya is there as an all-rounder.
Yeah, Hardik and Nitish are there as all rounders, but these three will be our first three
Yeah,
pacers, right?
yeah,
So, and in spin we have three options: VC, Ravi, and Washington. Looks
yeah. It
decent. Looks
looks decent
decent.
team. I would say. Yeah, if we talk
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
next year's T20 World Cup, it looks like a decent team to me. Yeah, obviously Bumrah will come back, and a lot more people to come. So any surprises here, or like any player you felt that could have been part of the team, but it is missing. So we got one comment from our fans that Rajat Patidar is not there. So any, uh, so is that a thing we could have, the selectors could have thought of?
Yeah, I guess Rajat got chance to play in the South Africa tour and he did pretty well there. So I don't know why he has been dropped. Again, India definitely suffers from the problem of plenty, and and so some people just get favored above some other people while being equally talented, and that has always been the case. And maybe this IPL will prove to be a great opportunity for this guy, for our I forgot his name, Rajat Paritar. Sorry, Rajat Paritar. So he will get plenty of time at RCB. Plus, he might just be the captain of the side. I don't know yet who is going to lead RCB, but there's a lot of possibility that he might get the at least the vice captain position, if not the captain position. So that responsibility, that leadership role, that everything might just come in handy. Definitely might just come in handy. So yeah,
Yeah,
exciting.
considering the Asia Cup, I think this year we've played in the T20 format, and I think the next year's T20 World Cup. So two important tournaments for India. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for that. And I think we can just shift our focus on the next topic. And I think the last topic for us today, that about the former players. So I think there has been a lot of, I think, buzz, like a lot of media has been gone that the former players beat Robin Uttappa, Manoj Tiwari. So I just wanted to know that what the issue is that, and my only point is that what these players like, because Indian team, if you look at former players, they beat Sachin Tendulkar, Dravid, Lakshman. They never used to raise fingers on the current players. Then why the culture is changing, and why this targeting is happening? So I wanted to know your views on that. That in this time,
Could you come again regarding this question? Like you are mainly concerned about the way some cricketers like Robin Thappa's current interview has gone, and
beat Manoj Tiwari, Harbhajan Singh
yeah,
also
Manoj
like
Tiwari
targeting.
against Gautam Gambhir, right? Manoj Tiwari against Gautam
Irfan
Gambhir, right?
Irfan Pathan Irfan Pathan targeting, so in his commentary. So that's what I wanted to clarify that what is the situation is going on, because why the former players are reporting the image of the Indian team. That's why I wanted to ask from you that is it the right time to do that? And
Yeah, that is definitely there. Like if you look at it, our players are not Manoj Tiwari. Yeah, so
and we are
uh,
just sorry to disturb your comment from Mr. Wolf, and maybe you can
ठीक है
clarify
बहुत
that also.
प्लेयर है आरसीबी में टुक टुक करता है इस साल सेंचुरी के लिए खेल रहा था वर्सेस आगा लास्ट ओवर में सिंगल इसलिए आरसीबी कभी नहीं जीता है सी या in this IPL, I'll be honest, one of the worst things that happened to RCB was Virat Kohli. He definitely scored runs, some centuries. I guess a couple of centuries, if I'm not wrong, right?
This time I
Couple
think
of
he only scored one century, I guess only. I think last
one.
IPL he scored. I think last IPL he scored many. I think I don't remember.
Okay, okay. Might be I'm wrong, but all I can recall is his strike rates were pretty ordinary, and in the tournament, and we all know this IPL was super high scoring IPL. Correct.
Yeah,
So in that super high scoring IPL, he's scoring at like you are batting almost 20 overs, almost 20 overs. Even if he scored one mm, uh, IPL 100, I guess he batted long for a longer duration in multiple matches, and in almost every game, especially during the power play, his strike rate was pretty low. It was Faf who was taking the charge of getting the strike rate, getting the runs earlier on in the innings. Now, so that. Uh, so that definitely, as Saprasi has mentioned, that IPL average strike rate nowadays is 160 plus. So in that scenario, you are definitely eating up balls, uh, and uh, and probably that's the reason why the lower order batters of RCB didn't get much chance to come. Like that other guy was also there, the Bengal lefty, Sabaz Ahmed, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, yes,
So, so, I remember him also. So they had pretty much depth. But yeah, that has been the reason. But I was always saying this about Virat Kohli. But in the IPL final, World Cup final, the similar kind of knock, the 70 odd knock, actually was the game changer for India. So that actually
absolutely.
was
That's what we
everything.
were
But
discussing. That if we didn't play that knock from 35 from three, we could India could have never reached to 176 runs.
yeah, exactly.
The
So
highest, yeah,
exactly. So that innings basically changed the game for us. Yeah.
yeah. And anyways, now Kohli is retired from T20, so I think it's best to focus on other players. And yeah,
Did
so
Virat
I
Kohli
think
win the orange cap as well this season? I don't think
no,
so.
no, 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 no. He didn't win the orange cap. In last year it was Shuman Gill, I think, and this year I think I don't know, maybe Butler or Gaikwad. I don't remember actually. Most probably, I think. Uh, no, I don't have. I don't recall. I don't think Virat Kohli won the orange cap. I don't think so. Otherwise, it could have been big headlines. But
Yeah, yeah. Also don't think so. Uh, who actually won it this time? But probably it was not Virat Kohli. Uh, I actually cannot recall. I have to Google search it.
same year, it's been 1 year almost. So yeah.
No, it was Virat Kohli only. 741 runs.
So Satoshi is sure. Okay.
Yeah, 741 runs. Yeah, yeah. He got the orange cap.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he actually got the orange cap. And anyways, see, thing is, there is. I'm changing the topic, but I'm really surprised with Warner's form in BBL. He has taken things personally, it seems, and I'm not comparing the bowling standards of IPA PSL, but then he's doing pretty well, and he's kind of performing that kind of a role that he did for SRH back in 2016. Mm, PBL points table. His team is on the third position. Hurricanes is on the second. Hurricanes is doing pretty well. They have 11 wins out of 7 games, 11 points out of 7 games. But Thunders is also doing pretty decent. It's third on the points table, and yeah, and usually Thunders is a pretty weak team. They are a bottom three kind of a team. They are the Punjab and Delhi equivalent of BBL. Just that they have won a title that these teams haven't won. But uh, but yeah, he's doing pretty well
So
at PBL.
Satoshi has a comment that discuss about that Gova's knock and that choke from I think Pretoria Capitals. He's talking about the South Africa T20, I guess.
Yeah. Just to yeah, exactly. Hustle brothers. Yeah. So it's before going to SA20. Let me wrap it up. A very small story. So if I remember it correctly, Sydney Thunders was such a choker team, such a loser team that for one straight season they didn't win one game. If I remember it correctly, or for majorly part of the season they didn't win a game. And out of all the cricketing teams in history, they had the longest gap between two victories. They once hold such record to their name, that longest gap between two wins. So 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 that is the kind of reputation that Thunders had. But then Michael Hussey became the captain of the team, and he took the team to the finals, and he took the team to a victory. And it was the around the same time period, 2015-16, when Leicester City won their first title. Leicester, Leicester City.
Leicester.
Yeah, title. It happened in not when did they win their title? Winning season 2015-16. Yeah, so that was the same year when Leicester. I cannot pronounce the name. Uh, Leicester City actually won the title. So it was two underdogs winning the title in the same season, and that was across sports, and that was pretty amazing back in the days. And and I remember I was preparing for JE back in those days, 2015-16, and these teams became my motivation to like really keep on going. So yeah, that's a funny story from the past. It's almost 10 years now since that incident. So anyways, yeah, and talking about see, Gurbaz played really well. He was playing alongside Will Jacks, and Will Jacks was looking like uh, the guy who had the lower strike rate. So that is how Gurbaz played. And with Gurbaz, with skill set, I definitely rank him in the same league as at Salt and Will Jacks. But since he comes from Afghanistan, we don't look at him with that kind
Yeah,
of respect that he commands. And he is attacking, but just like other attacking batsmen, he has the ability of to throw his wicket away. So but the kind of impact he brings is in the same league of these guys. So yeah, so looking at Gurbaz played that kind of a innings, it was really amazing. And maybe this year, since Salt is not there, he might get more chance in the IPL, because we all know that Quinton de Kock's stakes have gone down, and although the experience and everything he brings to the table, he isn't in the. If you give me a chance to choose between Decock and Gurbaz in today's date, I will always put my money on Gurbaz, because I might get better of him, because this is not just one season. If I give him more game this season, then in the upcoming season he can even give me better results, because the the graph for Gurbaz is more expected to go up, and for Decock it is expected to go down. So yeah, Gurbaz did really well, and apart from Gurbaz and Jax, nobody from Pretoria Capitals really showed up to the occasion. It was like 45 or out of 45, 44 balls, odd balls, 50 runs were needed, 50 odd runs were needed, and they choked from there like a pro South African move. They proved why this league is based out of South Africa. So, so yeah, uh, the all and I'm not saying that the middle order was inexperienced. They had Riley Russo there, they had Jimmy Nisam there, and I believe there was another experienced player. I forgot his name, but another experienced player was there. Pretoria Capitals, like PC versus ACC. Yeah, it was ACC, right? Not ACC. It was the Durban. Sorry, DSG. Scorecard, अरे भाई. Scorecard. Livingstone. Livingstone was there, dude. So they had Russo, Livingston, and Neeson, and still they couldn't score like 50 runs out of 45 balls. So so what can I say? Like with players like these, you definitely expect to get the job done. And
I think Kyle Virane was also there. Kyle Virane and South
mhm.
Africa's wicketkeeper.
Yeah,
Kyle Virane.
yeah, he was also there. He played 7 deliveries for 10 runs. He probably came very low in the batting order. Yeah, he was also there. So it's a pretty good team. Like say Nuran Muthuswamy. Is he a batter? I feel he's a bowler. He plays in the
I think he's
test
a
side.
bowler. Is a bowler. I think Muthuswamy. Yes.
All rounder. He's a batting all rounder actually. He's a
So
batting all
Maharaj and
rounder.
Naveen bowled well. Yeah, I think he is talking about the second last over by Maharaj. I think that was a brilliant over, I guess. And I think Naveen Ullah. I think so that's what we feel that Afghanistan bowling is rising very strongly. Naveen Ullah,
Yeah,
he's
Afghanistan
always been
cricket
a
is rising very strongly.
he's rising very. I don't know why Naveen Ullah retired from ODI format. I think if he was there, I think the thing could have been much stronger. I
Yeah,
think. I suppose.
yeah, definitely. Like,
Like
uh,
players like Gurbaz, I think one more. I'm forgetting the left armor. Is he playing there?
He tried something, no,
Uh,
Abdullah or something like that. Uh, the
the
opening
the
batter,
left arm seamer. No, the left arm seamer from Afghanistan.
Fazaluk Faruqi. No, no, no.
Fazal Faroukli.
Fazal.
I don't know whether he's playing. He's a wonderful bowler. Omar Zai. So they have a lot of wonderful players. And I think
Yeah. See, again, I'm just going back to the uh, uh, back to that thing. Uh, but kind of see Afghani players bring the same kind of physique, even
mm,
better physique than the Pakistani ones. Okay, so as far as their body build-up is considered, they are bound to be great pacers. Okay, they have the physique to be great pacers. If they get the right set of guidance, they are going to uh, bring really good pacers going forward. They are bringing really good spinners. Okay, like
spinners. Yeah.
Rashid and now Allah. But
Noor Ahmad. Noor Ahmad.
Noor, Noor, Rashid, Mujib, and now this Allah. Uh,
Ganzafar.
Ganjaf. Yeah,
Ganzafar something. Yeah.
yeah, Allah Ganjafar. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, so so they are bringing good
Gan
bowlers.
Ghaznafar. Yes.
But they have the potential of bringing good pacers. They have to invest in the right way. But if they do,
Cass.
they are going to
Cass. I was
get
forgetting that name. Cass.
Cash
Another.
Ahmed. Yeah,
The
left
five spinners.
five
think
good spinners. Okay, and then the only and their batting is also improving, but they have to invest on batting because batting is an expensive skill set. It doesn't come cheap. You need to invest money. It doesn't come without money. The
mm,
sad part about batting is it requires money. So uh, so if they get the money right and the batting is moves in the right direction, they can really beat any good team on their day. The batting is definitely coming up, but then again, batting requires money because from the key to everything, it requires money. That's why you will see that uh, from South Africa. South Africa is the best example of how cricket survives in a lower economy. You will see that Tempa was the first black batter to come out of South Africa because
who?
batting required Temba Bavuma.
Temba Bavuma.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, and not only that, uh, people who went to public school uh, became generally batters. So Albi Morkel, who is the elder of Albi and Morke? Morne Morkel.
I think LB.
Morne Morkel. Okay, Morne Morkel and Albi Morkel. Just let me confirm.
I
Albi.
think LB because LB played before
Yeah, Albi
Morkel.
has
I guess.
40,
Morning.
40 years. So yeah, something like that. So yeah, so there was some story behind these, like Morney could go to public school because Albi was playing or something like that. But and Temba also went to a public school, I believe so. So the ones who can go to public school, they generally have a better chance, and so there's a lot of these economic reasons that are there between Makai and Tini, for example. He couldn't afford anything, so he just picked up the ball and he kept on running. uh, Engidi actually tweeted once, uh, posting. He had a picture of the bat and the amount the bat cost, and he tweeted like, "This is the reason why I had to become baller." So, so that is the case. So similarly, for Afghanistan, for batting had to grow, they have to invest money, and
And that's why I think encourage BCCI because BCCI is investing something on the Afghanistan players. They are giving them grounds and all. So I think this is a good move. I think BCCI is doing to bring up Afghanistan cricket.
yeah,
I believe.
yeah, Jesse, Pawan. Unfortunately, whatever we say it, uh, unfortunately, whatever we say it, the truth of the matter is that it financially it matters for BCCI. Uh, Not financially, mostly politically, it matters for BCCI to have kind of maintain good relations with Afghanistan. That angle is always there, and BCCI doesn't want to take that. There is this thing. I don't know why, but there is this thing like how as much as good relations you can maintain. You get what I'm saying? And cricket is a very good way of maintaining good relations in the subcontinent.
Absolutely, absolutely,
So that angle is there, uh, because that angle is always there. So that's why India Afghanistan relationship depends a lot upon the funding and everything and the support that in BCI is doing for Afghanistan. That is there, and yeah, but yeah, exciting times. And today's game was also exciting. Uh, the morning game in South Africa T20, where uh, Perth Parl defeated Sunrisers. That was a pretty easy defeat. And that guy, I want to talk about that guy. I again I cannot pronounce his name. Luan Dre Pretorius, El Pretorius. Bro scored 51 ball, 97. Uh, Taking to a one side victory for his team. He's just 18 years old. I don't know if he played the recent under 19. Yeah, he's part of South Africa under 19. Oh, great talent, honestly. Even Ben Stokes tweeted about him, saying that players like him, this franchise league has done one good thing, that they have promoted uh, uh, young players to play at the highest level, and this is the prime example of it. He might just, who knows, he might be one of the promising options to replace the opening worries of South African cricket. uh, Too early to say that, but who knows, like everything starts from here. But again, that being said, most of the cases, the players who perform extremely well at the age of 18 generally don't make it big. So I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, yeah, exciting options. And Delhi Capitals, what better option than Delhi Capitals to have examples of players they don't do well at the highest order when after being really good talent at the young age. So yeah. And is there anything to talk about apart from this? One of the, yeah, we talk about that. We talk about this.
I think the last topic is only the I think the former players which we are talking about,
Yeah, yeah, that
the
is what.
issues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing is, this will win first. Uh, which franchise of Capitals will win first? I don't know, honestly. I honestly don't know. Uh, I honestly don't know. If I really have to think hard, I see opportunities with Pretoria Capitals or the women's IPL team. Wo-
Absolutely, I think the women's IPL team looks. I think
Women's IPL team, I would
they're
say,
strong.
like women's IPL team. Or Pretoria Capitals can also win. They are a good side. The first season they went to the final. Second season I don't know what happened. Yesterday I again don't know what happened. But they are a good side. And if they become another Delhi Capitals or a Punjab Kings, I don't know. But they are a good side. Yeah, but the best team out of every team is the women's IPL, at least till this season. And they had one problem, the worst problem. The team is absolutely awesome, to be honest. Like it's pretty great. They just don't win finals. You cannot change it. You cannot make it even stronger. They just had one problem, that their wicketkeeper was just a wicketkeeper. She used to come at number 10 or 11 after the bowlers. So, but to
So we have a
their
comment from Pallav Munshi that asks स्मिथ ने क्या खेला है उफ एकदम class didn't care about his personal milestones. Kohli should learn how to play furious knocks rather than making 100 of 90 and make his team lose. I think Pallav, I think, is not a big Kohli fan from his comments. What I am understanding. But I think Ashish can clarify more. But I think the quality of BBL, the bowling standards of BBL and IPL also shouldn't be compared. Not of Smith
I'm
playing very well, but IPL, I think the bowlers' quality are way higher. I guess.
I'm coming to that. Yeah, taking Saptarsi's other question, Seattle Orcas is the GMR, who is the part owner of. Seattle Orcas is funny, like my CEO, like the company that I work for, the CEO of that company and
Yeah.
GMR, they are the co-owners of Seattle Orcas. So that is a funny thing. They also reached final in the first season, but they lost the finals to New York, MI New York. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that is also giving up great heights. That league, USA, what is the name? Forgot.
Major League Cricket (MLC).
Major League Cricket. That is taking like it's
See,
taking a big.
anything in USA will do great. Okay,
It
because
will
they have
do great.
money, and if you have money, you can do anything. But the thing is that the only way I feel to fix Indian football is put money, bring people of Indian origin, give them the citizenship or anything, whatever it takes, and make them play for India. Apart from that there is no other short-term solution to fixing Indian football. Uh, the same logic which USA is doing to their cricket. Okay. Uh, to be honest, that is the way. Pakistan football is doing that. Bangladesh football is doing that. Indian football is even not doing that. But that is a way which USA is doing. If tomorrow China thinks of building a cricket team, they are also going to do the same thing.
Is I
Throw
think
money,
stopping a bit.
bring
Hmm.
bring players and make a team out of that, and that will create a interest in the regular folks to over the next 10 years 20 years more people will come and from their own nation who will come and play the game because currently they don't have that base ready, so they will create interest by bringing in players from outside and making them look like see our team is doing so great at the world cup or at the highest level, and that will bring the other Americans or other Chinese people
Yeah.
to come and play the sport. So 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 yeah, coming back to this thing Smith part, they yeah, I agree, the BBL standards are pretty low. They are not comparable to the standards of IPL. Absolutely true. In IPL, if five bowlers are playing, you will have at least one or two, at least two bowlers, pacer plus spinner, who is a
Quality.
who is top quality. I'm not talking about just playing international cricket, who are one of the best in the international cricket as well. Okay,
Absolutely.
at least one pacer and one spinner, at least two bowlers. Beat a
You can take any
spinner,
team.
pacer plus pacer or pacer plus spinner, any combination, but you will have at least two real quality bowlers and the other at least three to four other two players bowlers who will be in the mid range, and then you have lower quality bowlers. So that is how a general IPL team looks. Okay. Uh, uh, Now, coming to BBL actually doesn't have a top quality bowling. None of the top quality bandwidth bowlers are present in BBL. Okay. Nobody from the outer world actually goes and play BBL. The Australian bowlers also don't play BBL. So the top range is not there. The second, third league, the bowlers that are generally replacement options in the IPL teams played the BBL. Like today, the bowling lineup, it was Jai Richardson, it was Jason Behrendorff, out of the known names, who are generally backup options for the IPL teams. So, so, so certainly, and probably there was another bowler. Just let me check. Yeah. Schedule. Schedule. Scorecard.
Andrew Tai, Satoshi is mentioning.
Andrew Tai. Andrew Tai was there. So Andrew Tai was there and Aston Agar was there. These are again like saying Aston Agar doesn't play IPL because spinners are already even
Too
preferred less.
much.
But yeah, so but then he's also an second tier international bowler. He plays for Australian international. But so with this second tier bowling was there. So definitely you cannot compare the leagues competitiveness, IPL is like top standard. Anyone who says that IPL at level is even better than international cricket, if you take out the some of the important IPL international games, it stands out tougher than the international leagues as well. So definitely, it's not. You need to be an element of mystery or bat well. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. So and Aston Agar is a left arm spinner and a left arm batter. India has a lot of options, from Karun Nair to Akshar Patel to to Harpreet
Washington,
Brar to Washington Sundar. Options and options and options. So Shahbaz Ahmed, you have plenty of options. So
plenty of options are there.
yeah, so nobody will wish to spend the international spot there. But so IPL becomes a very tough league. But apart from that, I don't know. Like a lot of people come and say me that IPL is fixing this that. Okay, there are a lot of spots in an IPL game uh, that I cannot explain. How can this happen by any logical sense? Like there are certain unexplainable events that definitely happens in bits and pieces in during an IPL competition. I cannot deny that. Okay, I cannot deny that. But even if I take those things out, the remaining part of it, that is definitely real cricket and that is really competitive, and you cannot take that part out. South Africa 20 is also good with a bit since 89 has a bit. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
See, even Graham Smith. So since this is recent event, South Africa T20 and IL T20 are happening at the parallel time. So Graham Smith actually cited that IL T20 is bad for the game, to which the CEO of ILT20 said that it's one of the leagues that gives players of the associate nation a chance to play league cricket, which is not possible in other leagues as much. So that is the kind of banter that is going between Smith, the leader of the South African cricket, and the ILT20s. But then painting a bad picture is obviously not there. But certainly, if ILT20 is not played at this moment, definitely a lot the South African T20 standard would even rise above, because a lot of players are not coming up in the South African league because of this reason. The biggest competition that people start like to talk about is PSL versus IPL, which is certainly not true. If someone from Pakistan is even watching this thing, I'm sorry, but definitely uh, there was definitely like the league is not at the par. But yeah, uh, uh, that is another thing. And again, now this is the last thing we have to wrap it up. I haven't had my dinner, so the last part is talking about the former players.
former players. Yeah.
Firstly, I feel people are thinking that this is a very nice way to come into the limelight, to make it to the headlines. It started in the recent time, just recent time. It started with Amit Mishra going out and talking a lot of things about Virat Kohli, and it has just become a trend. I don't know, like if you come and talk bad about certain players, you become cool, and it might be true. I'm not saying it might not be true, but the thing is that nobody in this world is perfect. Okay, like you there might be good things, bad things, and just coming and talking about those bad things about certain personalities on a lot of occasions, that personality is Virat Kohli. It just shows that you want to come in the limelight. uh, so so that's my opinion, that people want to come in the limelight.
So my
Because
only question is that, like, why you bringing this news when a player's form is down? Like, is it the right time? As if I ask, is a former player, not to motivate them and just bringing them down, like, and like,
see, the world is a cruel place, and you cannot expect everyone to be supportive of you, especially when you are the king. That is the truth. Okay, so when you are a king, and everybody see, the point is, when the lion is weak and injured, that is when others, then that is when even the
that's a very
hyenas
good
come
point.
behind the lion.
That's a very good point.
When
Yeah.
the lion is weak and injured, that's when the hyenas even come behind the lion. When the lion is strong, even other lions are afraid to go near it. So that's the law of the nature, so you cannot change that.
Yeah, and yeah, so that's what, because a few days ago Amit Mishra has also done this now. Robin Uttapa, think Irfan Pathan has targeted Virat Kohli not playing domestic, and also Manoj Tiwari, because it doesn't paint a good picture for Indian cricket if it looked worldwide, and if he
Yeah,
sees a lot of issues.
see, but this happens in every country, to be honest. Like, you will definitely find someone in Australia not be happy with, especially Michael Clark. Michael Clark usually has a lot of opinions.
Yes,
He's always citing something or the other. Uh, Bro just took early retirement for God knows what reason. At his peak, won the World Cup, retired, and probably he did it bit early, and that causes him to come back. I don't know, but he is someone who keeps on nagging about it, and you will see players from all around the world getting that kind of treatment. That is nothing new. But yeah, and to be honest, what Robin Uthappat said about Virat Kohli, I don't know, but see, the fact of the matter is, when the team is being selected for the Indian side, 11 can only play. It's highly competitive, and to be honest, Yuvraj's stakes actually went down after he came back from cancer. I'm
after he
not
came back.
he because if you look at IPL, okay, just he couldn't his innings in IPL was pretty low. He never could come back, and he was picked for Delhi Daredevils at a very huge price. That is not the case. He could
14
have
crores,
just
I remember that. 14 to
he
15
could have
crores.
yeah, that was a he got games, he got chances, he got opportunities, but it never came back. And I'm not putting the blame on him. Definitely, you are a sportsman. You had a lung cancer. You People don't survive after that. You came and scored international 100 after that. That's a huge thing, and he has done a lot for Indian cricket. But if you are not the best in the business right now, then as a captain, see, if Virat Kohli played Yuvraj Singh and India didn't win games, even the World Cup final that against Sri Lanka that India lost, Yuvraj Singh played a innings that was pretty slow. Now, that as a captain, that comes to you, right? You are losing the game. You have to win the game. So yeah, and I feel Indian cricket definitely supported as much as they could, but it was the unfortunate events and everything that happened, and uh, blaming someone or the other is not the right thing. Like Yuvraj Singh's father goes around and says a lot of thing about,
Yeah,
okay, the Indian team was there, but there are other leagues also. Like Karun Nair के साथ भी बहुत गलत हुआ है, but he's scoring runs.
Karuna, that 300, if he scored 300, he could have given more chances.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. But he's जहाँ पे उसको chance मिल रहा है, he's trying to put score runs. He scored 550 odd runs in 5 games in Vijay Hazare, which is a great thing to do. So, do if he gets chance in IPL and if he does something well there, then definitely it will. I don't know if he gets a chance for India or not, but he's actually putting his name up there, right? That I'm there for
Absolutely,
selection. I'm there for selection. With Yuvraj Singh, again, in IPL, I didn't see any great innings coming from him, and he got support in IPL. Even in Mumbai, his career probably ended at Mumbai Indians, and even in Mumbai Indians, he was supported and he was given chances, and he kept on failing, and then he was replaced. If I remember it correctly, that is something kind of things that happened. So, yeah, that's bad, but again, Yuvraj Singh was a great legend, and you cannot deny that
yeah,
he was probably the one of the finest, and he would have been
absolutely,
He's 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 the India's Ben Stokes. Or Ben Stokes is their Yuvraj Singh, I would say. Uh,
absolutely.
Ben Stokes is their
So
Yuvraj Singh.
we can wrap up if there is no more comments, and
Yeah, yeah, definitely
so
we
we
can wrap.
don't have any more comments. So if you have any more comments, you can share. And yeah, so I think it's a decent time. We are already past 1 hour 14 minutes, and I think it's the best time to wrap up. And thank you, Ashish, for your time. And
Yeah,
let's
man.
and hope you will do it uh, uh, interesting like this in future.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro. Bye.
Thank you.